Welcome back to Drew Pearson Live. We're sitting down with Eugene, the hitting machine, Lockhart, and we're just having a conversation, and it's just good to see you, man.
Man, it's always great to see you. You know, being around you, it brings out the champion in you. You know, when I think about the Hail Mary, when I think about all the things that you had to go through in your life and see how you've come out. And hey, by the way, you're a natural, man. You look good. Gee. And as I said in the last segment.
I'll give you a check later.
As I said in the last segment, we're so glad that we don't look like what we've been through, because, we've been through a lot of things.
Yeah, well, you have been through a 9-year career in the NFL. You started with the Dallas Cowboys, 6th-round draft choice from Crockett, Texas.
Big time Crockett, Texas. Yes, sir.
You go on to the University of Houston.
Yes,
you
sir.
Play there. Everything's happening in Texas. You get drafted by the Cowboys. Bam! What more do you need, right?
What more can you ask for?
And then you're playing behind Bob Brunick. He gets hurt, and now you're starting for the Dallas Cowboys.
The first year, I was the first rookie to ever start for the Dallas Cowboys.
At that position, middle linebacker.
Right, whereas I'm the quarterback of the defense. That I'm calling the signals, and the first time I get out there, man, being a rookie, you don't study because you just know you're going to be on special teams.
Yeah.
And, man, when Bob Brunick gets hurt, man, to come limping out there, I couldn't even find my helmet, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I finally found it. I'm talking about signals, You talking about me give the signals for real?
You're the man.
So Michael Downs and Everson Walls helped me get through that part of it. But
you always were a natural leader. You I bet you embraced that role, huh?
Oh, absolutely. And,
getting everybody together in that huddle and getting them fired up.
I absolutely
that huddle and
absolutely loved it. We had no conversation in our huddle. It was just me talking.
Yeah.
And then, I always pride myself in staying in really, really good shape because I wanted to talk noise the whole entire football game. Mm-hmm. Not only to the other players, but to my players to keep them hyped up.
Yeah.
I get excited talking about this stuff.
I hear you. I don't know what you say over there now, because I'm a receiver. You might get a little punchy and start throwing some bones on somebody.
But being a leader and being a middle linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys, had a lot of great responsibilities. So I found myself being a student of the game. When you're a student of the game, when you when you can anticipate what's going to happen, that play or the play after that based on formations and downs and distance and all those type of things, the main thing is just be ready to play and the passion for the game.
So a lot of times when you fill in that hole, it wasn't just happening. I mean, you studied, you prepared, you knew that from what you saw from that offensive line, whether the guard pulled or blocked down or what, you knew what play was coming.
I knew. I could tell you the top 3 plays that every team was going to play based on the formation, down in distant positions on the field.
Yeah.
So when I step up in that hole, I was coming up in there like a cement mixer. We was going to fill that bad boy up with some love.
Yeah, you filled it with some love, all right. I don't think that running back the quarterback called it love. You had about 19 sacks in your career, so you got to the quarterback too.
Yes, sir.
So I don't think those guys felt any love in those situations.
Right.
But, playing that middle linebacker position in the NFL, you played it in college, you played it in high school, you've taken a lot of hits over the years.
Right.
Do you have any effects of that now?
I did take a lot of hits, and the most hits I took in one season was, when I set the record to 222 tackles. Right now, I think the biggest thing with me is the memory.
Yeah.
I lose my keys here and there. Going any places I can't go because I forget directions. And it gets frustrating. It gets discouraging at the time because I have to really just go one way if I'm going somewhere. Mm-hmm. But, yes, there are effects from it. And,
the big part of the effects is the depression. And you're incarcerated, man. That had to be tough to fight through that.
Man, I'll tell you what. Coming from where I was, I'm talking about from a guy who was always on the go, always doing charity work, always doing speaking engagements, doing all the things that I was doing.
Giving back.
I'm talking about always going, and then bam, and then you sit down. Mm-hmm. Man, I cried the first 3 weeks. I didn't do nothing but cry. Yeah. Depression sets in, but then I had to understand that, God did have a plan and a purpose for my life, and I was to live out that purpose. It's going to be hard. Yeah. It's going to be difficult. It's going to look like you don't have any hope and no light at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. But I asked myself, was it worth it? And yes, you know it was truly worth it.
Right on.
You know, because I'm a better man. I'm a better person for it.
Yeah.
And pray God that all those 99 men that gave their life to Christ are better for it as well.
And being a better man, what are your plans now? What do you want to do now? What do you want to accomplish now?
Well, you know, the thing I really want to do is just continue to go out and speak, you know, to corporations that have sales team that maybe not as doing as well as they would like to. I would like to go out and do motivation speaking with those people and go to different type of churches situations, help the juvenile, however I can benefit the world, because, you know, I think one of the most important things that God has given us all is talent.
Yeah.
And I think if we use the talent He's given us, we can help change this world.
Yeah. And God's given you a way to do this, a purpose. And again, it's because you got chapters in your life. And
that's
you say,
right.
hey, if I can do it, you can do it too, right?
Right. It's not the end of the book. So we just starting the book. So
it's got more chapters to go.
More chapters to go, and they will be good chapters. They won't be the other type of chapters.
No, I got a feeling they'll be great chapters.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, my man.
Yes, sir.
The true hitting machine, man.
Thank you,
right
brother.
on. And if you would like Gene to come speak at your next event, visit winnerscircledfw.com. Stay tuned for more DPL right after this.